I can tell you that 4 years ago, it would never have occurred to me that would ever be able to say that I have great apes as personal friends. And I can now. And that's really, I don't know how else to phrase it. That's just an amazing life change. And I'm aware of them all the time. And I want other people to be aware of them. And it's sort of an otherworldly experience. And yet it's not. They're of the same world. And in fact, of the same, they're apes and we're apes. My first visit to the trust was just magical, and I don't know how else to describe it. It's life-changing to look into a great ape's eyes. You feel like they're looking into your soul, and that you're looking into theirs. And to have a two-way conversation with a great ape in human language. I'm a writer. I work with words, and I have no words. Kanzi knows he's a rock star, and so he came in and he was very confident, and he came in displaying, which the first time you see it it's very, very impressive. It's swaggering and running and sliding and hitting against walls, and then he was very eager, I think, even to show his work with the lexigram and the board and showing his comprehension and use of language. Ape House is dedicated to great apes everywhere, but especially Pam Benicia. I just felt a strong connection with her the first time I met her, and it was unexpected because she was the quiet one. She wasn't sure at first. She waited until she was sure of me, I think, until she became my friend. She just is the epitome of still waters running deep. She wasn't, I think, as eager to show off, and I had never had a conversation with an ape before, obviously, and so I had brought, thinking of ways to break the ice, I brought pictures of my dogs and of my children, and I showed her a picture of my dogs, and nothing, no response at all. And then I showed her a picture of my children, and this was from when they were much younger and they were in a bubble bath. And Pam Benicia and Liz were in there, and on the lexigram board said, "Babies washing bubbles." And it was the first time that I'd had the actual feedback, the two-way conversation with an ape, and it was just, it was magical.
Can you find water?
Water.
Good. How about milk?
Milk.
Very good. How about lemonade?
Lemonade.
Good.
Because it's unique in the world, everybody wants a visit. Every scientist wants a chance to see if this is really true or if it isn't true. I think as it comes to be understood, and this book is a big start, that it's really true, that a few things will happen. First of all, the world will want to protect it. Secondly, the world will want to try to create other similar situations, not just one. And they may want to see how far down the phylogenetic scale culture goes, and how far down the phylogenetic scale linguistic kinds of phenomena go if you start to study them embedded in life rather than through the didactic training method of just holding up cards. So as we do that, we'll start to get a multifaceted picture of what culture is. And I think Great Ape Trust will be seen as kind of the first place that this was ever done, and so it will always be honored throughout history because of that.
Ape House is about bonobos. It features bonobos, and it's also about human culture, and it transposes the two of them, and it explores the way in which bonobos relate to bonobos and humans relate to humans, and the different ways in which we do that. And one of the flip sides to that is the kind of schadenfreudic glee that humans take in watching other humans fail in their relationships with others, and I think that's the symptom of that is kind of tabloid journalism and the gossip rags, and so I have a little bit of fun exploring that. Many people just haven't heard about bonobos, and so if I can do anything with this book, I'd like to make people aware of them before it's too late and we lose them. I hope that I don't tell people what to think, but I do hope to make people think.